10 years ago when I began trading, I was mystified and confused by all of the information that was available to me. All the systems, all the methods, all the different types of trading that I could do, the different currency pairs, and it was difficult to know where to start. And how do you know what system or method is the best to trade? How do you know if I speak about something today, or if Larry Williams speaks about something, or how do you know for you if a trading system is right? That is the very most important question that we can answer with the time that we have together this afternoon. Today we're going to talk about 2 trading methods that I use in my trading. And we're going to talk about how to verify and test and experiment with the trading strategy to make sure that it's right for you. I might be able to share some ideas today with you that help you, but you are the most important person here. And as we share ideas together with you today, I hope that if you learn something about yourself, that you'll take notes and you'll trust your own judgment and that you'll believe in yourself and not just in something that someone else tells you. Let's go to the next slide. Can anybody, this is what makes sense of this chart? Okay, I'm going to need help from the audience, so I want to encourage you to participate. I'm going to need help from one person. I'd like to show you a chart, and then I'm going to ask you a question. Can anybody tell me what this chart means? What system is on this chart? Does anybody have an idea? Oftentimes we put so many things on our charts. And it gets confusing because there are so many things to look at. The methods that I talk about today are simple enough for just anyone to implement. And we don't need all of the lines on the charts. The difficult part is that each one of us has to make our trading systems personal to ourselves. Let's go to the next slide. The method centers and uses pivot points. That's the pivot point. The blue line is a daily pivot point. And the line above it in red is an R3 level that we'll talk about next. That's R3. And let's move to the next slide. That's S3. On the chart behind me, there is one blue line for each day and 2 red lines. And I love these lines. I love them. Some of my most profitable trading methodologies only use the pivots. Every single day, a new set of pivots appear on our charts. They are calculated automatically in our trading platform or charting platform. And pivots are widely used and available for free in most people's charting. Support level number 3 is viewed as an absolute extreme level below or lower on the day. And R3 is viewed as a resistance level, and it is the extreme price level or reflects a barrier at the top of the day. And it's just an example that I found from the past of what this trade looks like. And we can see here that the currency pair has hit R3. That's the red level at the top that the currency pair is currently very close to. We can actually, before the currency pair even gets to R3, and Bradley, you can help me with this if you'd like. We can actually, before it even gets to R3, at any time in the day, we can set an order to buy so that when it hits R3, we're ready to trade. And this is stop loss setting. Stop loss setting. Let's move to the next one. What happens, Bradley, if 1 through 6 positions open? It is very important to note that these trades should close really quickly. These are not trades that we're going to be in for a long time. These trades should close in between 1 and 3 hours of time. Some of the longest periods of time are up to 7 hours. Also, if the trade starts to go against you right at the very beginning, if it just opens one order and starts to go against you, that's really bad, and we don't want to be in the trade anymore. And let's look at some examples and see if we can see what I'm talking about. Bradley, is this the review of the rules?
This is the yesterday's trade.
Oh, this is the yesterday's trade. Let's move onward, actually. And let's move onward one more. There we go. If we're going to trade the pound Swiss instead of the pound yen, we have some adjustment to the rules. I tested the 50 moving average, the 100 moving average, the 200 moving average, the 62 moving average. But the 800 simple moving average worked best in my testing for this method. In fact, my measurements showed that each currency pair has an approximate maximum distance that it can travel away from the 800. And because I'm in Japan today, I've listed out a series of Japanese yen-based currency pairs. And from my statistics, I'll give you a summary of some of the things that I found out, and then we'll look at some specific examples. Here we go to some specific trading examples. Now we've built a foundation, and we can look at examples of where the currency pair goes beyond.
トレンドフォロー戦略とブッカーバンドの逆張り手法。勝率 74% のプライベートトレーニングの手法をついに公開。5年という歳月をかけ、徹底的にバックテストとトレードを繰り返して開発に至った特別な手法である本講演で披露されるトレンドフォロー戦略は、マーケットのトレンドの動きをいち早く捉えることができるため、チャートを見てトレードチャンスを待ち続ける必要もなければ、間違ったタイミングでトレードにエントリーしてしまうこともない。ピボットポイントを利用し、通貨ペアの動きを確実に捉えて、マーケットに参入することができる。損失を小さく抑え、利益を拡大することができるというのも特徴の一つである。本 DVD では、この戦略のトレードにおけるエントリーとエグジットのルールを詳細に説明し、バックテストの方法、手法を開発した時に使用したデータ、実際のトレード実績も一緒に解説されている。小難しい解説のみの DVD が多い中、アメリカ人特有のウィットとユーモアに富んだ解説で、楽しみながらわかりやすく、最強のトレンドフォロー手法を身につけていただけるだろう。